Hey loves, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl Casalak, and in today's video we're going to look at how the bead bag you see, the heart bead bag, and I'm using this pill, and this is 10mm pills. So this is what I'm using, and then I have my fishing line. I'm using 0.4mm. The reason I'm using 0.4 for this particular project is because the holes in my pills are really tiny. They are so tiny, so if I use maybe 0.7, I'm gonna find myself stranded at some point. So I'm using just the 0.4 because I feel like it fits perfectly. Okay, so you can, if you find your holes quite big, you can use 0.6 or 0.7 for this particular project. Okay, and then I'll need a pair of scissors to do my cartons. So let's dive right into the video. So I go in with 5 pearl beads. I count 5, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then I cross it. Then the next one, 2 beads here. On my left, 2 beads on my right. 1, 2. Then I cross the last one. So in this one we have a ring of 6. This is 5, this is 6. Then we have 2 beads. 2 beads here on my left again, and then on my right. And then we cross it. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to continue repeating this step 2 more times, and then we move on to the next step. So now from here we have, this is a ring of 5, the rest are 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 6th one, that's where we are going to make a turn. So I'm gonna put 2 beads. Three beads on here, and then I'll put 2 beads on here too. So 3 on my left, 2 on my right. Then I try to create a knot. Since the fishing line was in, we are trying to make a ring of 6 here, but then the fishing line is already in 1 bead, so we are adding 5 beads to make it 6. Then I try to create a knot, and now our very first base has been made. Then I will go through this bead. Okay, then I'll add 5 beads to make it a ring of 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then I cross it. And then I'm gonna go through the next 2 beads. Now the fishing line is in 3 beads, so we add 3 to make it a ring of 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, then we cross it. Then we add another 3 beads to it again. Then we move on to the next step. Then we go through the next 2 beads. So continue with the 2 beads till we get here. Okay, so now I have done it up to here, and then we are going to make a 10 from here. So the beads, the fishing line is in 3 beads, so we add 3 beads to make it a ring of 6. I cross this. And then we go through this bead. So now it's in 2 beads. Then we add 4 beads to make it a ring of 6 again. Then I go through the next 2 beads. Then another 3 beads. Go through the next 2. So I'm going to repeat the same step till I get here. Okay, so I repeated 1 again, and then I placed it in the next 2 bead. I added my 3 beads to make it a ring of 6 again. So I'm closing this side, and then before I do that, I'll go through just this 1 bead. Okay, just a single one. And now we're going to fix 2 beads on my right fishing line. So 2 beads. And then take 1 bead to cross, because we want to make a ring of 5. Okay, so now we have our ring of 5 here, and then we're gonna go through this bead. So now after going through this bead, we pick another 4 beads, because we are still making a ring of 6. and then we go through the next 2 beads. We pick another 3 beads because the fishing line is already in 3 beads. Then I repeat till I get to this particular bead. So I repeated the same step, and then here I am, 3 beads. So I add 3 beads to make it a ring of 6 again. And then we go into this particular bead. Then we add 4 beads to make it a ring of 6 again. Then we add 3 beads to make it a ring of 6 because it's in 3 beads. Three beads. And now 3 beads to close the side. Okay. So now we are about ending the side, but then we would end with, you see the fishing line is in 2 beads, so we add 3 beads to make it a ring of 5. Then we go through the next 2 beads. Then we add 3 beads to make it a ring of 6. Then we go through the next 2 beads. And now the fishing line is in 3 beads, so we add just 2 beads to make a ring of 5. And then from here I'm going to tie a knot because I'm done with half part of this bag. So I'm just trying to tie a knot before I go through some of the beads. Since this particular fishing line is very tiny, I'm using 0.4, so it's so tiny. So I create a knot. And now I have half of my heart shape done. So from here I'm going to interlock it. I'm just gonna go through some of the beads. So now half of this bag has been done. Whatever I repeated from this second, line, I'm going to repeat it at this side. Okay, so this is the center of the whole thing. Whatever that comes out of here, that's the same thing I'm going to repeat here. So we start from where we made this. This is where we make the 5 ring, but we are going to start from where we made the 6 ring. So I go through that single bead here. I'm using a different fish line. I've cut a different fish line for the other side. Then I pick 5 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I cross it. Then I'll go through the next 2 beads. And I pick the next 3 beads. Then I cross it. Another 3 beads. Then I go through the next 2. So I'm going to continue until I get here. So I did up to this point, and then I add another, since it's in 3 beads, I add another 3 beads there. Then we're gonna go through the next bead. Then we are starting with the 3rd row. We are repeating the same thing we did here for the side bead. So again, I add 4 beads to it. And then we go through the next 2 beads. Then I pick 3 beads. Then we cross it. Then 3 beads again. Onto the next 2. So I have 3 beads now, and then I go through this. So now the fishing line is in 2 beads, so I add 3 beads because you're making a ring of 5 from here. One, Then I go through this. Now we add 4 beads to make it a ring of 6 for the next one. We are done with the third one, so we are on the fourth one. Then I go through the next 2 beads. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Then we cross it. Then go through this. Now you realize what you're doing is it keeps reducing too. And then this. And back onto the 5th line. Four beads. Three beads. Now we are about to do the last step, and then it's in 2 beads, so we add 3 beads to make it a ring of 5. Then going to the next 2 beads. To make it a ring of 6. And now the official line is in 3 beads, so we add 2 beads to make it a ring of 5 again. Then I create my note here again because I am ending this part as well. So I'm interlocking it from here. So I'm going to read the cover of this. Now this is the middle part, so I skip the middle part. And then I skip the first side. These are the first side. these are the second sides, and I'm going to start my weaving from the third one. And also with the third one, I will start from this particular bead because I want an opening side, so I want it to be a bit bigger. That is why I skipped this two, and then I'm starting from here. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go into these two beads. Okay, so I'm starting from this ring, the third ring, but then on the second one, and then I go into the next bead. Then I pick 4 beads. Then I'm gonna go into the next 2 beads. And the next step, I pick 3 beads. Because the fishing line is in 3 beads from here. Then the next 2 beads. The next step is another 3 beads. Then I go through the next 2 beads. Then 3 beads again. So this is going to be the routine. I'm just gonna go into 2 beads each. So you just break 3 beads and then you go all around till you get to this particular bead here. When you count from here, you ignore this, the third line, and then also the second one here. This is where I'm going to end my beads. I'm going to continue weaving all around. Just go through 2 beads each till you get here at the end part here. And so what I would do is we are ending this, so I'll put one of my bead here on my left, one on my right, and then the third one I will cross it. So after we have this, then I would go into this bead too. Okay, so just go into that. Now the fishing line is in the 2 beads. Now I repeated the same step for this side, so whatever I did here, that's the same thing I repeated here. And now we are going to join the 2 together. Since I still have some of my fishing line remaining, I'm not going to cut it. Suppose the fishing line is short, you just have to interlock it and then cut a different fishing line, and then you put it in the next 2 bead. So now I pick 1 bead and then I put it on the fishing line, and now I pick this side, and then I'm gonna go through the next 2 bead here. So 1 and 2. I'll still pick 1, then I cross it. Then I go through the next 2 beads. Then I pick one, cross it, then onto the next 2 beads. So this is going to be the routine. So I end, pick one. So I'm going to do this till I complete the whole bag, then we move on to the next step. So this is what I have so far. So just continuing with that, and then so just continue with the same process till we end here. Okay, so I'm about to end the whole thing. So this is how it's looking like, and then I read from this side, just putting one bead throughout and going through two beads each. So at the last part 1, then I go through just 2 beads. And then the one here too. Then 1 to finish. Okay, so now from here we are done. So from here I'm just going to interlock it by going through some of these V's. Okay, that's what I'm going to do here. So just go through some of the beads. Okay, so guys, this is the end of the bag. So I'll just have to put I have my chain here that I'm going to use. So if you want to use pearl to make the handles, you can, and if you want to just go in with this like this, you also can. And that's all about this bag. Then you can put your pouch in it, and you're done. Okay, so this is it. That's all. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Please do well to hit the subscribe button, like the videos, and also share it as well. See you in my next video. Bye.